Well, once again, we've managed to come live in some places that we didn't know.
Hey,
well, actually, we've been here before.
We have been.
We did a baseball game here. Jamie Hughes and James Sandlin here, Christmas Eve. And we are at Hot Rods Pizza, as we told you we was going to be, for the 2024 first ever reindeer game.
Yeah.
James
Christmas
Sandlin.
Eve, Jamie.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
We got a jar of candy here. All you got to do is stop by Hot Rods Pizza and guess how many pieces of candy is in this. And no, I'm not going to let James eat any of it because my baby girl Mallory Reese counted. Not till after the contest.
Oh, okay.
Then you can have it all. I don't care. But all you got to do is swing by and guess how many pieces of candy is in this jar. And the one that gets the closest, $100 bill, courtesy of Hometown Sports Corner. A little later on tonight, we're going to give a single pass, a yearly pass to the Knott County Sportsplex, courtesy of the Knott County Fiscal Court. Of course, you couldn't come to Hot Rods Pizza and not give away some pizza. We got pizza courtesy of Hot Rods Pizza, 2 large pizzas any way you want them, and a medium cheese stick. We're going to give that away. We got gift cards. We got cash. We got AirBuds. Is that what they call them?
Yeah, that's what they're called. AirBuds. I guess AirPods, earbuds.
And gift cards.
It don't matter. You listen to music through your ears with them.
Right. And, James, to be able to win those, well, let's give out some clues. How about it?
Uh-oh, hang on. I'm trying to get this thing shared on Facebook.
I better do that, too.
Here we go.
We just
Fire up those clues.
We just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Now, if you're out there driving around, be safe.
Yeah.
All you got to do is bring the piece of paper that says, it looks almost like this, only it's got some stuff on it that lets me know it's for sure the one I hid. And the first clue, James Salmon, we got 4 of these clues now, okay? First clue is you can look high, you can look low, but this is where the blue man likes to go.
We went down a path. I like it, Jamie.
That's a sports.
That is sports.
Is that what they call it?
Brother, you have a good evening. Merry Christmas.
And
people coming in and out of Hot Rods down here in Hyman.
Yeah.
Right across from the Housing Authority on 160. You'll be able to find me and Jamie for about the next hour and a half.
Right. Yes, sir. First clue again. You can look high, you can look low, but this is where the blue man likes to go.
Ooh.
Second clue.
Wait. I want to make sure we get this right, though.
Yes, sir.
I'm with the first clue.
Yes, sir. But don't tell the answer.
No, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Okay.
But the only way to get these clues is you've got to tune in on Hometown Sports Corner.
Right.
It's not on the radio. We're not going to post them like the gingerbread. The only way you get the clues is by tuning in to Hometown Sports Corner tonight.
For the next hour.
As Ric Flair would say, whoo, I'm ready.
Got to be present to win. Kind of. You just get the piece of paper and bring it here.
That's it. It's all we need.
Yeah. Then, when you get here, first one to get here, we got 12 gifts back in this green tote beside Santa. You pick whichever one you want.
Yeah.
Maybe a $50 bill, maybe a $25 gift card. Could be that other $100 bill. Could be some earbuds. Could be that Knott County Sportsplex single yearly pass.
Hunter Combs says they're AirPods.
Hunter Combs.
AirPods, one of the prizes tonight. We'll go reach in old Santa Claus sleigh and pull out a few things tonight.
Yes, sir. But also going to use this time to go down memory lane, talk about this past year or so.
No, we might talk about the last 3 years.
Sure. We don't care. But you swing by Hot Rods Pizza. Let's go ahead and let's give a couple of these clues out there.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Second clue is where could you catch James and Jamie normally on a Thursday night? Be careful, though, if you take James's parking spot. Where could you normally catch Jamie and James on a Thursday night? But be careful if you take James's parking spot. Third clue. You want to give another? Let's just we're going to give all 4 of them out.
Go ahead, give all 4 of them out. We're going to be giving more out as the night goes on.
This next one, poor old fella can't figure out whether or not he's a horse or a mailbox. This clue is hidden, and hidden by a place where the poor old fella can't figure out whether or not he's a horse or a mailbox.
I like it.
Let's save that 4th one a little later.
Yeah, we'll save that a little bit.
But again, guys, if you're out and about and you find one of those, again, it'll look just like this right here. It'll be a piece of paper, and it'll have some stuff on it that I'll know it's my piece of paper. Got my signature.
It'll be your writing, won't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it won't be my writing.
No. and swing by. And again, if you want to come up, if you get here and want to come up and talk to us, or if you just want to come up and say, I want to guess how many pieces of candy is in that jar.
It's sitting right here. Don't think we're trying to hide it from anybody.
No, it's here. And Merry Christmas to you, sir. We appreciate you coming by Hot Rods Pizza here. James, then we got to give away 4 trivia questions. And then we got to have 4 places they can go take a selfie. And all they got to do is bring that selfie in here.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Come in and take
and
a selfie.
Can pick one of the
Santa
12.
Claus is even right behind us. I mean, if you
Watching.
want to look back over,
everywhere.
right over Jamie's shoulder, he's everywhere. Well, he was everywhere. We just had if it wasn't for technology, where would we be?
James, have we ever had that happen?
We've never had that happen. In 3 years, we've never had that happen.
It's a first time for everything.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Jamie, let's just stroll down the memory lane.
Yes, sir.
You know, we've talked about this several times before. As we give people a chance to fire those engines up and start driving around the town of Hyman looking for a few things, make that twice.
In one night.
In one night. We went from never having it happen to twice. But we'll go down memory lane here, Jamie. 3 years ago, I invited you to a softball game.
Yes, sir.
And you said, I don't know. Next thing I know, you're regular at softball field.
So much so that you guys gave me a signed autograph ball that I still have, by the way.
We gave you an autograph ball, and we even made you your own little corner in the dugout where you could join us out of the weather and be part of. And we wanted you to be part of the celebration. And we got into conversation. You let me start this ride with you on Hometown Sports Corner, but it didn't really take effect until July the 22nd. And then the world come crashing down in Knott and Perry, Letcher County.
Yes, sir.
And we got it somehow. I guess the Lord puts people in the right place at the right time. And then you start that conversation, says, if we're going to do it, we need to. And we took a folding table. Now, look, we've called ball games from Tahoe's.
Yes, sir.
From the side of a mountain on a goat's path to the top of a fire truck to a little closet.
A very small closet.
Very small closet with 2 not very small men. But it still doesn't beat the folding table that we took up under Knott Central to get this thing started.
That's right, man. And again, did the show in front of a football team that didn't have a coach.
Yeah.
Dubbed them the team that had every reason to quit and didn't.
And didn't. Even made a poster of it for them boys.
And again, there's our buddy Burl Hurt. Says, 2 fine fellas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, pal. And Vance Hurley says they watching us from the Matt Pat room. After practice, coach, don't keep them too long. They might want to get out here and win one of these prizes.
Yeah.
And then, James, from there, we thought perhaps if nothing else, we'd just interview some kids.
Yeah.
And then from interviewing the kids, we started covering their games. And next thing you know, we've done – last month was our biggest month since we've been on there.
Yeah.
4 million views.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah, we took it from
when it hit, we screenshot.
But we've had a lot of, and it's when you sit back and think, we've had a lot of really, really good help to help us get in some doors. Randy Thompson opened the door of the radio station, and we've caught a lot of games, and I enjoy calling radios on the Killer Bee on 107.1, and then this past year we got to join Josh Cornett and David Thacker, them at HT24, and then
I said, hey, big fella, why don't you go over and watch an Alice Lloyd game with me? I said, I promise you, we'll have the best seat in the house.
And we did.
We sat at half court for Eagle Madness, my dear friend.
Yeah, man.
And they was so good to us. We just keep going back. But maybe we might do this 25 years and have nobody be no better to us than what Alice Lloyd done for us this year.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. It was I told you, it was an emotional week. Or I guess there were 2 week span for me and you.
I think that makes it bigger, yeah.
And I told Scott Cornett over there when they awarded me and you with those championship rings to if he was trying to make me cry, he was heading down the right path. It was an emotional week for both of us, not just one. It was both, even probably more emotional for you than it was me. But it was still that roller coaster ride that me and you both went on, and at the end of it, for the to humble you and let you know that what fine people's Alsloyd College, man. It was a.
Well, Scott always says, do it right, and it takes care of itself. And he said, surround yourself with good people, and things are always better. But, yeah, they give us those championship rings, and that come as a surprise, and it was a nice surprise.
But then you get, you talk about the ones that I guess I call it behind the scenes, but really they are the scenes with Josh and Randy and them. But the administration, from Knott County and Letcher County with Jim Bob McCauley getting us in the doors at Letcher County, and Burl Hurt and Richie Miller and Johnny Feltner and all those guys getting us in the door over at Purry, and Al Holland and Mr. Browning getting us in the door at Hazard High School.
Yes,
and then we go to Estill last year, and Austin Moore rolled out the red carpet. I mean, sometimes the administration of these schools doesn't get the publicity that they need as well. No,
and again, I told James one night we were driving down the road, I said, not every place is going to be as good to us as all these other places had. He said, man, I can't figure that out. He said, everywhere we went, they offered to bring us food, and they've done everything. I said, well, one of these days. About 2 weeks later, I jinxed
one of these days.
Was about 2 weeks later. We went to a place, and they just be honest with you, didn't care if we was there or not.
They basically told us we could be there, but we wasn't going to be there.
We not going to charge you tickets, but that's about as far as we're going to do to let you guys.
Yeah, it's as far as it's going to go to where we drove half of the city trying to find extension cords to run from concession stands
and ponchos.
Yeah,
but that's and then there's been a lot of good memories for us.
Have
Lacey Hall hit that half court shot. Creighton Woods has hit about 3 buzzer beaters for us.
Yeah, Reggie Beverly hitting the corner against Harlan County, and then of course we've got to call Reed Shepard when he come to Knott County, and Trent Noah coming to Knott County, and it's our WYMT Mountain Classic. I say Knott County, but WYMT Mountain Classic. But no, you're right, man. Those moments are huge.
Indeed, they are. And from football teams that are trying to get started to football teams that had this past year their best year in 30 years.
Yeah.
We've covered some of them, too. Had a good time watching Knott County Central start the season off practicing at the softball field, but then they got to unveil their new facilities, and that's a big part of this year. But that might be one of the 5 biggest stories of the year. I tried to think, too, what was the 5 biggest sports stories for us this year.
Man, I would say that's got to be right up there. Knott Central baseball team winning the first 2A section or region, whatever that title is for the baseball, and
Perry Central boys winning the 14th when everybody thought it would be Breathitt or Hazard,
and us included.
And then Knott would be the third option. Then Powell, and then everybody said Perry about 5th. But they win.
They come out and win it all.
Then we saw Coach Smith in Owsley County, the Lady Owls down there. That's a magical moment, man, for a father and daughter to get to capture a regional title. You know a little something about that.
Man, I do. And, we've talked to Travis Smith. Ever since then, we've become pretty good friends with Coach Smith. He'll text us.
Emailed me today, matter of fact.
Let us know about his girls. And, you're right. That's got to be up there in the top 5 moments for the year. And then, and it doesn't have anything to do with sports, but probably the number 1 story this year with hometown that I can think is happening at the Campbell's Arts Center over there. And once again, we're back to Alsloyd College. Seems like we just keep bringing them up in these conversations. Was that due to the All-Star weekend and a lot of really, really good people behind the scenes, we was able to award 7 students from across Knott County 7 scholarships to help them go to college. That's huge.
I wanted to grow it to 10, and James, being James, says, no, let's do 12.
Yeah, and we did, and we're going to.
Or
20. Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to get him to stay 12. Look here.
Look here.
My
look
girl's
here.
in here. And Autumn has already determined she's not going to be on the camera.
Oh.
Look at my baby girl, James Sandler. How pretty she is there.
I bet you they'll guess the number of chocolate.
I guarantee she wants
for $100 bucks. I'll bet they'll guess how much chocolate's on the table.
Mallory can't guess. She's told her mama and now. See, that's a good thing about being married to Christian.
We're gonna have people going back trying to catch that. Rewind.
Yeah. But guys, we're 15 minutes into the show. I hope some of you are out finding Clue selfie.
Yeah, take a selfie and send to us, and we'll get it posted. And that way you're out looking around.
What you got to do, you got to bring your selfie in.
Oh, I like that.
All you need to do is take a selfie at one of the places other than here that me and James Sandlin has announced.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of them.
Well, there's a bunch of them, yeah.
First person to bring a selfie in, you don't have to go all the way up there where we announced, but close to where we have announced. And bring that selfie in here. We'll let you pick one of the prizes. Out of the prize, the treasure chest back here.
You're right.
But James, again, yeah, that scholarship deal's a good deal. And
Man, I think so.
We got some people already coming on board to help us make that even better this upcoming year.
Jamie, we talk about it. We run a lot of commercials. Well, let's talk about some of our sponsors for a minute. It's been with us since the beginning, and we've already spoke about Alice Lloyd College. They've been with us since the very beginning, and they're like, and they've offered up all their facilities. They've never told us no over there.
No. And then actually go a step further. How can we make this? How can we help you with this?
Yeah. And then, but now let's switch gears, to Tim Short. I'm gonna give Tim a little.
Sure.
Tim come on with us at the very beginning too.
Right.
His whole automotive group. And talk about what Tim means to you for a little bit. I mean, I know that you've got a special relationship with Tim.
And right when I thought I couldn't appreciate Tim anymore for what he's done for my show, along comes the flood relief, and he and I spent more time for about 16 months, James Sandlin. Glenda Shrum, Tim Short, myself, and Byron Jacobs, and other guys got together, and Randy Slime. I hate naming names because you start leaving people out. But anyhow, Russell Bentley, and people I really didn't know. I knew of them, but we got on the committee and were able to help people get back in their homes with a long-term flood relief, and got to know Tim. Tim does, of everything that Tim gets credit for doing, and this is true, James, whether people believe me or not, he probably does equally more that people don't know about.
I'd say it's right. I would say that Tim probably, when it's whole automotive group,
Yeah.
It's they're just special people from George Minks and Todd Kraft and Jet Wood down at the Ford lot and Stuart Smith and all those guys and Dustin Mosley and they help us, but I don't know of a school that they've not helped in the region.
Oh, and the first time you have a fundraiser, if you have something going on with an organization, a toy drive, or you have just so many different things. If you need somebody to help you get a vehicle, that's great. But then if you need somebody to help you get away to the state tournament, they'll help with that too. So, again, good friends of ours at Tim Short Automotive. And then, James, this place here, Hot Rod's Pizza has been so good to us, sponsors us. You wouldn't believe the different things I've done throughout the community. And Tammy and the Hot Rod and the guys just said, how can we help with it? And that's why I like to come back here. James and I are getting ready to do something he don't know about too. James, you pick a number, 2 through 5.
2 through 5. Let's go with 4.
So the phone on the air that comes in and picks up their order, we pay them for it. I have my back pocket.
I like that.
So fourth person that comes out.
I'm glad I didn't say 5 because I'd had to use all my fingers.
Well, and I'm just trying to keep it simple enough that we'll still be here because we're going to be here for about an hour.
Yeah.
And so if you're the fourth person to pick your order up that you've ordered here, be nice to them. You tip them now, okay? But I'm going to pay for your ticket, your bill. My wife, Fran, and Mallory and Autumn are here. They've got 3 dozen worth of cupcakes. Swing by and get you a cupcake. Remind you guys, we got those trivias out there. Let's see again if Fran would know where these were at, James. You can look high, you can look low. But this is where the blue man likes to go. She won't know that because she don't know who the blue man is. Second one is where, she does know this one. Where can they find James and Jamie on Thursday night? Clue number 3.
She's just nodding her head. She
knows it.
She's got it now.
Clue number 3, this poor old fella doesn't know if he is a post office box or a horse. And clue number 4, you find this. Clue number 4 at Jamie's favorite door. Clue number 4, you'll find it at Jamie's favorite door.
It's got to be the passenger seat because I drive everywhere. No, I'm kidding.
He's right.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. He's close. He's
kidding.
close. Hey, we got to make these easy. They're not. They're not. When you get to the place, it's easily found. All you got to do then is come in, guys. If you find one of those 4 clues, we got a treasure box back here. It's got 12 gifts in it, and you pick the gift. And
you'll pick your prize.
You pick your prize.
And then let's see here. We had Feud
Country
Leather from over at Pike County. Steve Spurlock come on board with us.
You kept telling me how good the stuff was until finally we got ourselves some belts and some binders.
And just a long
top notch.
Steve, is a pastor from Lower Johns Creek and travels around, and it seems like we've keep getting in. I won't say business, but relationships with just some really, really good people across the region. And Steve and his wife is 2 of the best and just solid people, and they've come on board and been with us ever since, man. Just hard to replace good people.
Yes, sir. And again, we thank them so very much. And then, James, we would go to Perry County, and we're a Knott County station. But there's a gentleman over there in Perry County says, I like what you're doing enough that I want to help you out.
Yeah.
And again, there's an agent in every county, but none that's been no better to us than Derek Bowling.
Yeah, Derek, man, he's come on. He's did several interviews with us and just been really, really good to us. I mean,
advertised, told people we were in it for the right reasons, and had people to say, hey, check these guys out. They're doing this for the right reasons.
Introduced us to a lot of people over there, and it's been fun, man. And I guess that's the ultimate reason. I mean, you do it. We don't make any money at it, but we get to meet a lot of people and get to meet a lot of kids across the region. Get to publicize them.
And again, it's been so neat. The All-Star game that we have, Hometown Sports Corner All-Star, we started out 3 years ago. This will be our 4th one coming up. Fran can contest that started out as a way fundraiser for our youth group. And we have since grown that thing a little bit to the point that it is now a 2-day show.
Yeah.
Hundreds of kids come and play in it, and we are now having kids that played in it that are now playing varsity basketball. For the first time this year, I saw 4 or 5 players already that played in it as a 7th grader. And that's neat to say they're already getting to play varsity basketball.
It is neat. You get to talk about, we're getting to watch them play in middle school and where they went to middle school and, talk about things that me and you said about them 4 years ago going forward. And it's just fun getting to watch them, man.
I'd like to have $1 for every time I've heard you say it's cool to watch these kids grow their game. And we're seeing that, man. A lot of these kids physically grow, get taller, stronger, quicker. But then also maybe they started out a little shy. Maybe they wasn't the greatest shooter. And next thing you know, they're knocking them down from long range.
Man, you're right. And I'll give you one kid in particular that we probably didn't give a lot of credit to the first couple of years. Is from over at Hazard, Dalton Combs. We knew that he was a player, but didn't give him a lot of the love that we should. And he's had a really good off season this year. Come out his junior year for Hazard, and me and you talk about him about every show how much better he is. And I think if there's an X factor for Hazard to win the region, it very well could be that young man.
I agree with that. And then, of course, our first slam dunk winner in the All-Star game was Austin Spurrier.
Yeah, from Breathitt County.
One of our MVPs was the young man from Wolfe County. Of course, Wilgus Tolson. We've had last year Chandler Stewart. Mm-hmm. And now he's averaging about 30 points a ball game at Pike Central.
Jaden Stewart.
I knew when I said Chandler. Chandler was the point guard at Dallas Ford about 5 years ago, Jaden. There is a reason why I got that first name mixed up. But Jaden, he was our MVP last year, and he's having him an MVP season this year.
Yeah, he is. It's a really good season on behalf of them, and it's just fun. We could go to, of course, you're at Alslow a lot more than I am, and we get the boys get a lot of recognition, but you talk just as much about the girls over there and getting to watch them play, like Hannah Cash when she's graduated now. But you could talk about her, and then we talked about Abby Maggard, and you get a chance to talk about all those girls as well over there.
Sure. Miss Ariel Nichols played there. Miss Harville, we just had this past week. James hit 7 threes, I think it was, in just a small stretch of time. She's from over in that 15th region. A lot of the fans were messaging happy about that. And Willie Anderson says, and a Merry Christmas to you guys. And then Vance Hurley says, the real blue man is at the courthouse working. He's trying to give some clues away to our clues. You guys, again, go find those gifts. James, we got to take some commercial breaks.
Yeah.
If nothing else, just slow enough to get some pizza.
Absolutely.
We can't come to Hot Rods and not have pizza, right?
Right. No, I'm with you.
You guys swing by, though, if you're out there now, and guess how many pieces of candy is in this jar. Also, if you found one of the clues, go ahead and bring those in. We'd like to, in about another 35, 40 minutes, be finished with this. And so we got to start giving some giveaways away real soon. But we'll play these commercials and be back, okay?
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is proud to sponsor tonight's sporting event. Nelson Frazier has the highest quality American-made funeral products, cremation services, mausoleum, and memorial markers, all with a family budget in mind. With 3 chapels located in Hyman, Martin, and now in Prestonsburg, Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is local people serving local families. Hyman Tire and Auto Parts wants to say thank you to all their loyal customers who have shopped with them this year. They also like to say they appreciate the opportunity to earn your business and are proud that so many of you choose to return to them time and time again for their great service. Don't forget to check out their Facebook page for all the great deals coming up this month and to call them at 606-785-3505.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
We got our first winner. Come over here and talk to me, man.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
He ain't going to talk to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, if nothing else, we'll show him.
Merry Christmas, Joseph.
Tell him which clue you found.
He found the clue that's got your parking spot, James Sandlin. So everybody that didn't know or might be out looking for these clues,
yeah,
that was at Hometown 24, right?
That's
and the no parking spot.
That's where we can. That's my parking spot, man. But that's the one where they can find us on Thursday nights.
Every Thursday night, we, of course, host Mountain Sports Corner. Now, here's where we start having fun. You can pick a bag or you can pick a present.
Ooh, if I could play the drums, I'd do a drum roll, but I can't. How about I just sing a Christmas song in?
Which one you want?
If I sung Silent Night, Jamie'd say, you've hit that one dead on it.
When you get to my part of it, sing it solo. All right, so now you got to open it.
Oh, you got to open it for everybody.
Before you open it,
Yeah.
would you take $20 for it?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, make a deal.
Up to you. No, I'm not going to do you that way. But the next person comes
Jingle
in, I might buy
bells.
theirs. It's worth more than 20. Open it up.
He's nervous.
If you like cherry candy, it's worth more than 20.
Yeah, he's nervous. Oh, yeah.
Look on the bottom, too, though. It's more than cherry candy. It is the 20.
It is the 20. He did start smiling.
But thank you for playing. There's still 3 more of those out there. $100 bill in this box, a $50. There's gift cards. There's AirPods. Y'all get you a cupcake.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, too, before you leave, both of you, write your name and how many pieces of candy you think's in this jar. The closest one's $100.
$100. Right out of the gate. Right here's your ink pen. Jamie was going to have you right with your magic finger, your number.
Well, smoke signal.
He does that to me a lot, too. He reaches over and mutes my mic a lot.
Yeah. James, stand on this right here is my baby girl, Autumn Grace,
buddy.
and I am
She ready for Santa Claus?
She is ready for Santa Claus. What'd you tell Santa Claus you wanted?
Let me guess. A piece of pizza.
A piece of pizza. Good. Y'all get you a cupcake, young'uns, and go find some more of them gifts. So,
Thank you. Y'all have a good Christmas.
so Joseph Daniel. I knew when Joseph come in. Joseph was one of our.
Did you see him come in smiling? Jamie?
He's one of our first youth group members, though. He don't like to talk. He's a man of few words. Good guy, though.
Yeah,
Very good guy. And
so that's one of the 4 clues checked off the list.
so let's go ahead.
Blues clues.
Look high, look low. This is where the blue man likes to go. This poor old fella is hid. When I say fella, the elf or the reindeer hides these.
That's what it looked like,
coupons,
right?
the golden
That's what it
tickets.
looked like.
That's what you're looking for.
That's the Willy Wonka ticket for chocolate, right?
Yeah. No. Ho.
Yeah. No.
But again, that one, of course, and then there's the one about the horse and the mailbox, and the other one is Jamie Hughes' favorite door. It's not my house, by the way. Don't go to my house. It's not where I work.
We probably should have said that to start with, Jamie.
It's not where
and
I
it's
work.
not in the passenger side of my truck.
It's not out there where we. But it's. Let's give you another clue. You find me there every Sunday at 2:00.
I like it.
I'm gonna make that real easy for you. You can find me there every Sunday at 2:00. Well, you knew it, but you ain't got the golden ticket.
Gotta have the golden ticket.
Come by and see us, folks, again. We are at Hot Rods Pizza on Highway 550 in Hyman, Kentucky. Got cupcakes to give away. All you got to do is swing by and guess how many pieces of candy. No, we haven't eaten any of it yet. Is in this jar. The 4th person that come by and pays or comes by and picks up their pizza, it's on us.
Yeah, we've already had 2. Are we counting those 2, or are we starting from the show?
I think from the time we said
Okay, that works for me.
Okay, now back to it again, James.
Frontier Behavioral Health.
Frontier Behavioral Health. We
Let's talk
thank
about
them so much.
Yeah.
Started with us when we actually started the show at the radio station.
Yes.
About that time.
Yep.
And they've just been with us ever since. Sponsored Game of the Week, or sponsor the sports show, or sponsor Team of the Week, or just and you knew those guys before I did. And, they've been on and been real good to us.
Man, they have. Once again, just good Christian people that we've got to know. Of course, I've known Randy for about 25 years now. But just, you're right, super good people that's been with us, believed in what we was doing early on.
Want to give back to the kids. Everywhere we go. We went to McGoffin County, for example, and they told us they were going to sponsor the admission for McGoffin, and we thought, wow, that's a cool idea. And all we asked in return is you guys put us a banner. It was so cool that McGoffin put a banner bigger than their field goal down there.
Yeah.
You know, they chose to do that because they know firsthand what they mean to that community, and it's, you know, it's all across Eastern Kentucky, pal.
It is. They sponsor a lot, man, and especially a lot with youth and things like that now. And then, you know, then you move on to the next point that's been with us is Tracy, Bank of Hyman.
Yes, very much so. And let me say this, too, about Tracy. Not only has she been on with us a while, she sponsors us year-round.
Yeah.
Now, during baseball and softball time, things get a little slow. But, yeah, Tracy has sponsored us, and one of the sponsors that stays on, Alice Lloyd, Tim Short, and Hot Rods Pizza, and we thank her so much for that.
Absolutely. Just, once again, just good people. You know, the Bank of Hyman gives back so much to Knott County. Through
they sponsored the T-shirts for the YMT Mountain Classic. The champions got Bank of Hyman T-shirts, and you don't think those kids won't keep those shirts forever?
Oh, yeah, they'll keep them forever,
man. Smart advertisement there on somebody's behalf.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Jason Hall says, Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you all for what you're doing for Mountain Sports. Jason, thank you. And while Jason's giving me an opportunity, James, coming up in January, you and I are going to have our first awards night. We're going to give away trophies to the fan favorites.
Once again, where's that at?
Alice Lloyd College.
Alice Lloyd College. Can't brag on them enough, man.
Third Sunday night in January, 6 o'clock. We'll be there. For all of the fall sports.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fall sports, that's volleyball, football, girls' grade school basketball, soccer, golf, dirt track racing.
I was getting ready to say, hey, you better not leave that one out.
There's a reason why that Jason made me think of that. We're going to give away trophies and plaques and certificates to the all Mr. Quarterback and Defensive Player of the Year and all that. Well, you'll see more than you want to of that starting next week. I can promise you that. Guys, we still got those 3 clues out there. Plus, you can take a selfie at a place that me and James announces at. Bring that in, and that'll get you a chance to draw a prize out of here. We got to give away some prizes, though, pretty quick, man.
Got to give away some prizes, man. We're not going to be here but about another, I don't even see a clock anywhere.
About another 30 minutes,
about
40.
Another 40 minutes,
About 30 minutes. They're eating pizza without us. How about we take us a commercial break and get a slice of pizza, and then we'll come back and talk some more, okay?
We'll be right back.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Are you looking for personalized health care that's efficient and close to home? Primary Care Center is now your destination for comprehensive health care in the center of your community. With a team of experienced and caring local providers, we offer a range of services. We have locations in Hazard, Hyden, Hindman, Fico, and now our new Whitesburg location. Stop by today and walk-ins are welcome. That's Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that you're doing something right.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is proud to sponsor tonight's sporting event. Nelson Frazier has the highest quality American-made funeral products, cremation services, mausoleum, and memorial markers, all with a family budget in mind. With 3 chapels located in Hyman, Martin, and now in Prestonsburg, Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is local people serving local families.
Streets of glory.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Are you looking for personalized health care that's efficient and close to home? Primary Care Center is now your destination for comprehensive health care in the center of your community. With a team of experienced and caring local providers, we offer a range of services. We have locations in Hazard, Hyden, Hindman, Pico, and now our new Whitesburg location. Stop by today and walk-ins are welcome. That's Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that you're doing something right.
And we're back. Got you with your mouthful, didn't I?
You caught me chewing, man. This stuff is so good at Hot Rod's Pizza. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
We just had another person come in and guess. We just had another person come in and buy their pizza. But if
she's gonna get her mom in here. I can see the way she's
Mama's
going.
coming to guess.
Mama's coming in. She's not gonna miss a chance at $100 for Christmas.
All you got to do is come and guess how many pieces of candy is in this jar. If you get it right, you have an opportunity to win $100 courtesy of Hometown Sports Corner.
Look here.
Look here.
That's some serious. Look here. She even took her glasses off to get in this.
Of course, she And the young lady that's camera shy was part of our first softball team that we covered with Hometown Sports Corner.
It was, yeah.
98.
98.
So write your name and guess.
I like
98.
It. She went from glasses on, glasses off. When she made her guess, glasses went on. I like it.
Merry Christmas, young'uns.
Merry Christmas. Y'all be careful. Tell everybody we said hello.
And it's that easy, folks. Again, if you're watching on Hometown Sports Corner, we got 3 clues still out there. First clue, look high, look low. This is the blue man's favorite place to go. Second clue is where can you find Jamie every Sunday at 2 o'clock. And the third clue is this poor old fella doesn't know if he's a post office box or a horse.
Ooh. I can even get that one.
That's easy. Just go ahead and pick that up, guys, and bring that up here.
I'm guaranteed to win a prize.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. There's no losers on Hometown.
Can I tell Joseph Canyo, who won the first one, the bad news?
You can. Go ahead.
All the prizes go up from where that one.
Yeah.
He picked the $20 gift. They go from 20 to 100.
Yeah. I like it.
We got gift cards in here. We got an opportunity for a single membership to the Knott County Sportsplex for a year. 2025. You make resolutions?
I do, but they last about until I go to bed that night.
I ain't even going to tell you what mine is because I'm sitting there eating pizza. But I don't normally do that, but we have committed this year to...
Wait. I want to clear something. When you say we...
My family and I.
Okay.
My family
I was making sure that I didn't get promised here on something.
But I'd say Misty would sign you up for this too. We're going to start walking.
Yeah.
A lot.
I need to start walking.
We're going
literally.
We're going to. Not because we run out of gas either. We're going to go to.
I mean, I'm one of those guys. If I'll drive around the parking lot, if I can't pull up the front door, I'm going to the house.
Black Friday shopping is done online because of people like me and you.
What's that on Monday? What do they call that on Red? Was it Red Monday? What is it Monday?
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. Yeah. I'm that guy.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever said this on there, but you are too by. Is it memes?
Memes, yeah. Man, listen, I get that everywhere I go. But here's my philosophy on that. There is way too much stuff out here to stress you out.
Yes, sir.
That if you know, and I like laughing, you know, I love having a good time, and if that brings a smile to somebody's face, even one person a day, then I've succeeded in that.
Remember the time that we had a little A in football, and we come up with about 100 memes about candy bars of all things?
Yeah, I do. Well, listen, we went over a whole half of that,
and people,
that's one of my funnest nights.
People shared. Really. It was.
Yeah.
People shared the football game, and we had fans telling us that this is enjoyable, and I don't know nothing about football.
We had a few fans that even keyed in with their
they shared
candy
their
bars. Yeah.
And that was the most random, never thought of. We couldn't, if James and I planned this stuff out, we'd mess it up so bad. It's kind of like taking a test and miss all the answers.
But, you know, we got a chance to win tonight up to $100. We've got at least 12 prizes in the box at Hot Rods Pizza here on 160 in Hyman. And we've one clue's been.
Yes, sir.
Which was at HT24 where me and Jamie do Mountain Sports Corner every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. But there's still 3 out there. Jamie, you want to give them again right quick?
Sure. This clue, look high, look low. This is the blue man's favorite place to go. You have to think about who did we call the blue man back at some time. He was a huge Knott Central Patriot fan. Then Jamie's here every Sunday at 2. That ought to be easy.
Yeah.
You've heard me and James talk about where we go to church.
And it's his favorite door.
And it's at my favorite door. And then poor old man don't know if he's a post office box or a horse. That one's easy to find too. Listen to me. Next person comes in and tells us their favorite sports team. This is easy.
Easy.
Pick a prize.
All they got to do is stop in.
Stop in at Hot Rods Pizza. Come in.
Yeah.
Come in. You got to get close enough to pick the prize and tell us your favorite sports team.
Yeah.
James, back to some more of the things that we've had an opportunity to do that has been very, very cool.
Look here, Hunter Combs.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
Come over, fellas, and sit down and talk to us. Pull you up a chair. Get you some pizza. And, but these two gentlemen have, right here is perfect. I believe we can get both of you in.
We'll make it where we can get them both in.
Hunter Combs and Corey Livingood. Fellas, both of you have helped us broadcast some games and also were part of games that we broadcast. You guys hold the mic. You all better at this than I am.
All right. You got that, Corey.
First of all, how you doing? Merry Christmas.
I'm doing great.
Doing great today.
Doing awesome.
What y'all doing? Just running around tonight?
Got a text saying show up, so I texted Hunter. I told Hunter, it's like,
they show up. Yes, sir.
I said, Hunter, I was driving by his house, so I was like, I'll pick you up on the way. Let's go.
How come you guys didn't score some of those clues, though? You drove by a clue.
We did drive by a clue. I knew where it was at, too. Yeah.
Oh, you should have. You had a chance.
I thought about it.
You had the chance.
It's unfair. I'm an employee. I feel like somebody's going to say something.
Well, he's got a point. Somebody would complain.
I thought about it, though.
But if they don't bring it in, they got no right to complain.
That is true. Fellas, what's been your favorite game you've ever covered for us?
I really just like doing the Molina games. I guess I got biased.
Sure, close to home. Yeah,
I got the bias on them. I really like doing I didn't like broadcast it, but I was videoing it. The Car Creek Hyman Championship it wasn't championship, regular season.
Just a regular season game. It's crazy.
That last year, middle school gym.
That's what me and Jamie was getting text about going, play my commercial. There's more people watching now than ever.
Right. Yeah. 5,000 views at the time we were on the air. 20,000 views overall for the Hyman Car Creek rivalry game.
There were people watching from the parking lot.
I forgot you were behind the camera on that one. Yeah. How about you, pal?
Personal favorite's always going to be when Knott went to Letcher last year and Jaden hit that buzzer beater. That is the greatest moment I've ever seen.
That was a good ball game.
Great. How did we not mention that already? He brought up a classic game
and
for us.
And we just reshared that last week.
At the buzzer! I went crazy. It was an awesome game, though. It was.
I've asked you for a year to redo that voice.
No, I can't, because it was an in-the-moment type thing. Then you guys played sports, and we had a chance, our first ever soccer game that we done. You both were playing in that. That's pretty cool.
Sure were, yeah. When James was on the mic, I think Benny was there, too. That was an awesome experience.
Soccer game, Absolutely. That was the very first soccer game ever held at Knott Central.
And obviously the first one that was ever broadcast, too, then.
That was that first game.
I don't even remember who we played.
I know we didn't win. But
I know we didn't.
That don't matter. We're not bringing up wins and losses. We're talking about moments. Had fun. Right. Yeah.
Who did we play that day? Was it Pikeville?
I want to thank Prestonsburg, fellas.
No, I want to say Prestonsburg.
I want to thank Prestonsburg.
Yeah, I was wondering.
We'll go back and look. We can solve this.
Oh my, he's going to go to the video archives.
So,
what you guys doing?
Video archives. Oh my goodness, yeah.
What are you guys doing now? Of course, we know that you're still at Knott Central and finished up another soccer season.
Yep. Now moving on to baseball. We got this month off until the 13th, and then we come back for baseball.
And should be a good season and a nice schedule, from what I understand.
Yes, very tough schedule this year.
Yeah. And then, of course, Life for You brought you back to Knott County.
It was Letcher Central.
Letcher Central.
Letcher Central, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you go through no, you went to the old schedule.
I did.
You're smarter than the average buyer, man.
Yeah. I mean, if not, that's a lot of videos for hometown we'd had to scroll back through for a year and a half.
Yes.
Don't worry, I scroll back and see my highlights.
That's what it's all about.
And
I can see that.
I still do.
Then you know what? That right there makes me more proud than anything. Because he's one of many kids that go back. That's why our numbers, if we do a game and it has 3,000 views, it'll have 6 to 10 the next week. That's because the kids go back and watch it. Guys, while I've got you here, just another quick moment. As we go into the upcoming year, what are some things you want us to do that we've not done yet? Something you'd like to see hometown sports do that we've not done yet?
I like the idea we had a while ago, the 3v3 basketball tournament between the employees.
We need to run it back. Y'all never know about that?
The 3-on-3 what? Basketball.
We had a basketball thing. I remember talking to Jamie about this.
Was me and you involved in it? Where at? Was we playing?
They plan on us playing in it. 3-on-3. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember.
They better bring the ice back because they're going to need them.
Do they know Chris Scott's his hops and Todd Meadows' his low post moves?
They better.
I'm still young. So
speaking of that, do you know that I'm 1-0 against Jamie coaching? I might be 2-0 against Jamie coaching.
You might be, yeah. But then he also picked the teams, fellas.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, he don't pick fair. So if you ever get an opportunity to play and you all going to play against him, you go ahead and let him pick the teams, you're in trouble.
We don't go to lose, do we, Corey?
No.
You go to win.
You pick the winning team.
You pick to win.
That's an Emelina bunch for you.
And Emelina be winning.
I'm amongst
I like it. Blue and gold for life.
Exactly.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Should have worn an Emelina hoodie.
Yeah, should have.
First semester over at Alice Lloyd. Enjoyed it?
I loved it. It's been great. Best decision I ever made, switching from EKU to Alice Lloyd to truly find my purpose, as they'd say in the advertisements.
That the cool thing about Alice Lloyd is you get a college experience, but still be close enough to eat mama's cooking. And I'm right, ain't it?
Home every weekend. Without doubt, I'm going to be there.
Nothing wrong with that. Fellas, thank you all for stopping by. I want you to get you some pizza, get a cupcake, get rested up, and let's do some ball games coming up in January, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And again, Hunter Combs and Corey Livingood stopped by.
Allie Hall stopped by before that. She played the.
Hey, listen, I know you guys say you're employees, but guess how many pieces of candy is in this jar. Write your name down and guess how many pieces of candy. We're going to give you a chance to win that one anyway. They can win that one, James.
They can win that one.
You can too. Just swing by and you guess how many pieces of candy is in that jar.
It's not like directions from Martin County, is it?
That had to come up too, didn't it?
That did. I'm sorry. I went back.
You're not supposed to eat
a
on there.
couple years. Well,
That was way. Y'all wouldn't guess one up that.
I'm guessing.
you know that's been a lot of hometown.
Kind of like playing Price is Right. He's going to go one under him. You know that?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
know
go one
that's been,
under
that's
instead
been
of
some
one
of the
up.
fun though. We talk about the ball games and getting to cover the athletes. But me and you've had some serious conversations in the car. We've had some of the funniest conversations ever was in the vehicle. And it makes the ride even better going to and from places.
I'll tell you, I don't know if I ever told this story. We get done with the show one night. Actually, I ain't going to tell it. Never mind. But, yes, sir, we've had some good conversations.
We've had some good conversations, yeah.
I've learned some stuff that the people didn't know.
Yeah.
And you found out I could keep secrets.
Yeah.
And then, James, continue to look for things to grow this thing.
Mm-hmm.
My baby girl goes this year. She's sitting to the right of me, so I'll brag on her so she can hear me bragging on her on the air. And she says, I want to go deer hunting.
Yeah.
Papa's going to take me. And I said, you ever shot a gun? No, Papa's going to teach me to shoot a gun. And I said, when's he going to do it? Well, we're going hunting Saturday, so we're going to shoot that gun Friday. James, I didn't think there's a chance in China of her getting a deer.
Not only did she get one,
she got a nice
dandy. Yeah.
An 8-point deer, folks.
Yeah.
So to brag on her, I posted a picture of her and her deer. Little did I know, I don't know about going viral, but it went crazy.
It went crazy, yeah.
In 1 month's time, I got more messages than I literally could respond to of people saying, check out my son's deer.
Mm-hmm.
Would you post my little girl's deer? Hundreds of posts. In fact, it'll be an annual thing from here on. Next year, he'll have to help me.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, too, how important it is to get a brag on these kids and just sportsmen in general.
Yeah, it is, man. And, you know, we talked about them earlier, and then I'm going to flip it over. You know, we've got to meet several of the athletes over at Cordia. Over here, Jeff Ritchie was the principal now. Deanna Whitaker's the principal over there, and they've always been so accommodating. Coach Gary C and Coach Smith at Cordia, and you know, they fight the same problem everybody else does as numbers, but you won't find better people.
Nope.
That'll accommodate you with what you need, and they just want their kids covered as much as everybody else, man. And they've always been so good to us over the years. It's been fun anytime we can cover athletes from Lots Creek.
Yeah, and kind of a good segue too. They launched their first archery team.
Yeah, they did.
And you got to post that picture for them. See you fellas, be careful. And it's neat, man, to see some of these new sports get started. In fact, that made the front page, I think, of the newspaper this week. That the Board of Education's decision to open up that new sport for those guys and gals down at Cordia, and big numbers already for a smaller school.
Yeah, big numbers. You're right. And so it's always fun anytime we get a chance to cover something new. And you know, we've talked about it. the kid from Letcher Central that's now a national champion from archery. We got to cover him when he was in high school. Now he's at the University of the Cumberlands.
Mm-hmm. Then you talked to, was it a national champion golfer that you had on from Harlan?
From Harlan, he lives in Cumberland, from Harlan.
Yeah.
Yeah, went to, I forget the name of the golf course out in California and won.
That was so cool.
So that was pretty cool.
Then you got one of the best stories, and I didn't get to go to it because you got to go to Harlan after the Black Bears had that historic run, and Mr. Trent Noah signed with the University of Kentucky Wildcats.
Yeah, right before that, just a few days.
One of the first interviews.
One of the first ones we got to talk to him and Coach Jones. And, man, that was interesting because when we talked to Coach Jones was like, he thought it was just going to be an average interview, talk about Trent going to the University of Kentucky. And then we was like, no. Well, we want to cover it from the beginning of the season, the ride because, man, when mountain teams take that state championship ride, or makes it to whatever the state championship game, East Kentucky takes that ride with them.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I told Coach Jones. I want to cover the whole story from the beginning of the season. He told me after it was over with, it was one of the best interviews he's ever been part of. So it's pretty cool.
And a year later, some of the players that were on that team keep coming up to us and keep saying, hey, we remember you guys coming over and doing that. And now we've had them. I think I've had Harlan County 4 times this year.
Already, yeah.
So I didn't get to make that interview, but I've had them enough since then. I had them in the DJ Begley Classic, opening night of YMT, semifinals and finals. And then another big sports night, just recent. Should be fresh in her mind. Hazard and Harlan. Boy, what a WYMT Mountain Classic.
Yeah, that was classic.
Classic.
Yeah, we waited all week for that Mountain Classic, man. And then we got to watch Brian Milam get inducted to the Hall of Fame. And, Evan Everso hits the buckets. I mean, you said now for 3 or 4 years how much free throws matter in the WYMT. It come down to a free throw.
1.3 seconds to win if you make the free throw. If you miss, it was going to overtime, and who knows what would happen. James, we're very close to paying for somebody's supper, by the way, too. I'll say that without saying it.
People keeps coming in. Of course, we've got clues out there. You can win all kinds of prizes. We've got a box full of prizes over here for people to come in and win tonight. Just go up and find a couple of these clues.
Looks just like this when you find it. This is the certificate that you're looking for. If you find it, bring it in here in the next 30 minutes, folks. Don't go around looking for the other clues because you'll miss out on a chance to potentially draw the $100 bill. One of these bags or gifts has a $100 bill in it, and we want to give that away if at all possible. If for some reason, James, we don't get to give these away, it'll be the gift that keeps giving. We'll do this again, maybe Valentine's Day or something. I don't know. We'll find sometime or during one
Valentine's Day. Love is in the air.
Love is in the love boat. That'd be mine, your date, friend. Come up here and
the love boat.
She talked me into going on a cruise.
Yeah.
And I might have took 2 cruises in one. Here's how they sold it to me. You go see all these different excursions, do all these fun things, eat anything you want, anytime you want, and everything's paid for once you get on the boat. Well, here's what happened when we got on the boat. COVID hit, and we might let you off and we might not. Kid you not. We were in the port when they would determine whether or not. They said there's 4 boats, and they don't know if they're going to let people off those boats. We were one of those 4 boats. It stormed so bad that our excursions got canceled. and
not only are you fighting COVID, now you're fighting the boat.
Every morning, this guy comes on the air at 6:30 in the morning to tell you what the itinerary was for the whole day of the boat that you couldn't get off of. It wasn't for me, James. When I go on vacation, I like to sleep in. I like to.
You like her to be stress-free, huh?
I don't want to be no stress. I don't want to be. If I want to go to Walmart, I get in my car and go. Not you might get off this boat, and you might not.
Right. Yeah.
And it wasn't like I could go redneck and say I'm getting off this boat because no, you wouldn't. You want to jump off into the Pacific, And so that was my experience about cruises. I probably ain't gonna get nobody with a agency to come by and sponsor us in the next 6 months, but But they've already
pretty
about.
good. I
But
like
you know,
it.
for these girls, you do anything.
You're right.
I'm just about ready to go on another one for them. Who knows?
You know, Donnie Collins says, thanks, guys, for all you do for the kids. Man, let me tell you about Donnie Collins. This past Sunday, of course, I'm going to talk a little church here in just a second.
We love it, yeah.
And Wynn, his wife, and Austin, his son, both got baptized, become members of Montgomery Baptist Church. She only got saved and switched over last Sunday. Might have been a couple Sundays, but this past Sunday, they both got baptized. We welcome them in to Montgomery Baptist. Always a special day watching people get baptized at church.
And I saw the pictures, and Brother Brent was happy, but Donnie was more happy.
He is.
Big answered prayers there, and for his wife and his son to get together. It's the greatest thing in the world, man.
Yeah.
And so, great people.
Great people, yeah.
Made a great decision.
Coach Austin in Little League and watch you play in high school, and just super good family. Donnie and Wynn and Austin, they're all just super good people. You know, with that, now let's switch over to Little Gears. We talked a little bit about, some sports stuff, but man, in the last 4 years.
Before you go on another topic, read that next comment.
The next topic.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thanks for everything you do. You're a blessing to our community, from Suzanne Campbell Everidge, man. Seen Suzanne last week. Man, that family, her family means so much to me. I grew up with her brother Randy, knowed her mom and her dad, and they're just
I knew Randy before
people,
Randy liked you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, true.
We went to Hyman together when you was at Emmalina.
Yeah, we didn't like each other.
Y'all was arch rivals at that time. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's man, just the special people. It's with the Campbell Everidge family. They're just super good people, man. And it's that's what this thing, you do, is about. Getting to meet all these special people. And we can go on about the sports, but at the end of the day, you talk about it even much more on the rides back and forth, just the relationships and the people that we get to meet. And we'll even get in vehicles and say, man, that was a good dude or a nice lady that we've got a chance to meet.
She's a big volleyball fan.
Yeah.
And she got to enjoy this year's.
What a ride was that?
That's got to be a top 5 story.
That's got to be a top story, man. Yeah.
It is. It's definitely a top 5.
Yeah.
Knott County Central wins the first ever regional title in volleyball. And then
the first state game.
Got to host the first game and then won the first game. So there's 3 firsts in a row. So, yeah, that's got to be definitely one of the big stories.
You got to go down and cover that
for
WKCB.
Another opportunity Randy's given us, and we appreciate him so very, very much.
We not much longer, Jamie. Go ahead. You want to give them clues one more time?
Yeah, if we can give these clues away, guys, got about 20 minutes. Come by now. If you are out and about, you'll find these clues. One of them's at Lighthouse Baptist Church on the front door.
That clue gets it no more plainer than it's on the front door of Lighthouse. One
of them is at, and this is probably the hardest one, so let's just go ahead and tell it to Bates and Sloan Law Office.
Downtown Hyman. On Main Street. Straight across from the Bean Shack.
Which is one of the most popular places in Knott County.
I'm telling you, man, it's pretty good.
And then the third clue, this old boy doesn't know if he's a post office box or a horse. And that might not make sense to you because you may be like me and still not know what that thing is down there, James. But I'm sure you do know. What is that thing?
That is a symbol. So apparently, back in history, I guess, is that we was one of the last, counties that had the, mail delivered by horseback. And so that's supposed to be a resemble or reflection of being one of the last communities or towns that still got their mail delivered by horseback in Appalachia. So that's what that's about. Yeah.
So we have just educated anybody that is or will tune into this show about what that contraption is down there in town. My girls are getting ready to leave me. Come over here real quickly, Fran and Autumn, and come on. Mal will at least. Look at James. These girls acting all shy.
They ain't shy.
Man, we want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, and I know you do, everybody on the archery team and the tennis team and everybody in North Central, right?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, indeed. You want to tell everybody Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Daddy, can't see your face.
Can't see my face? No, because I didn't use that. Yeah.
had to use a spacer.
They can see me at home. See there what they see, and they see you all too. Friend, I love y'all. Be careful.
Thank you for what you do. Yeah, listen, while she's standing here, Jamie, I'm going to give her a shout out, Dr. Fran Hughes. Why she's standing here for the things, and I, when we first started this, we used to volunteer the week.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, and you all was one of them for what you did for victims in the flood. But what you do for the people in the county and the community, I want to thank you for me and my family, because a lot of people, we talked about Tim Short and things that they do a while ago behind the scenes. But the things that you all do for people behind the scenes, I tell everybody that all year round. If they only knew what you and Fran and your family does for the people here in the county and in our community, they'd be in shock and awe. And the good thing is I get to see it, and I get to brag on it. And so I brag to Misty all the time about it, and I do appreciate, because people like you all is what makes this county special.
She is the best pastor's wife in the world.
Yeah, so.
And I mean that. She supports me in everything I do. And Misty and Fran have to do a lot of stuff that they wouldn't have had to do had me and James not be doing this gig.
Yeah, well, they get to pick up the slack.
But they also get rid of us some, too, whenever we're not.
Yeah, I think sometimes when we don't do a show for a while, they're like, ain't you got to go somewhere
I found
tonight?
you a new sponsor, boys.
Ain't they a ball game on you? A new sponsor.
Yeah.
Here's your commercial.
They're going to buy a car off of Tim just so he'll continue to sponsor, so we get to keep doing this show.
Yeah, you're right, man, but I do thank you.
I love you all so much. Everybody be real careful. Wrap my present.
Y'all have a good Christmas.
James, that's my thing, too, about presents at my house. I don't like my presents in a bag. I like my presents wrapped. And I'm not talking Slim Shady and all those. I'm talking about wrapped in Christmas paper.
I like it.
Autumn Grace will talk your leg off when that camera's not going on. But when that camera's going on, not so much. Who else you got chatting in there? Somebody else?
Man, Jessica Melton says you guys are awesome for what you do for the kids and the sports. Gives my family out of state able to see my little girl. And that, man, listen, let's take a minute here. And so I'm glad she brought up out of state. And
I'm going to.
Corey says you should give those clues out one more time again, Jamie. And then me and you are going to talk about the people that's reached out to us from out of state. We'll go ahead with those clues.
Okay, yes, Corey, again, the clues. Number one is on the front door of the Lighthouse Baptist Church. Jamie Hughes' favorite door. Of course, I pastor the Lighthouse Baptist Church. We remind you every time we go off the air that you can go to Montgomery Baptist Church every Sunday at 11 and see James and the fine folks at Montgomery Baptist, and then you can come to our church every Sunday at 2. We've never, to my knowledge, failed to do that. But we're going to do it. I guess right then we done it. Clue number 2 that's still out there is down by the old, James just taught us it was the post office box that looks like a horse.
Right there at the red light.
Clue number 3 that's still out there is in front of the Bates Law Office, Sloan Bates Law Office. Seth Sloan, before he was a successful lawyer, used to paint himself up in blue paint.
Navy blue.
And he would not just go up there and stand Corey Living Good. He would go to the top of the balcony and run all the way down to the goal when they were shooting their free throws. And he would make all kinds of noise. And he would embarrass his sister Shasta, class of 1997. Shout out.
But Trayton Wood says, Merry Christmas, fellas. He's one of those special guys that me and you talk about all the time. We've got to watch him for the last 3 or 4 years over at Prairie Central and the mark that he's leaving on that program. And, we've got to interview him a couple of times, and I brag on him all the time how special of a young man he is.
If I ever write a book, he's a chapter of it.
Yeah. You're
True
right.
story. When they won the region, James, I went down to the other end of the court to get him because he had a remarkable regional tournament, and he was still hugging people, and people were crying on him. And I said, I'm not taking this moment from you. I said, when you're done with this, I need you to come down here and let us interview you. And I just kind of got to watch that celebration through his eyes.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. And then he, as a junior that should have been focusing on leading the state in scoring and rebounds and assists and all the other things he's done as a contender, he gave up weeks of his school year last year raising money for hospice.
Yeah, taking food. Yeah, food baskets down there. Yeah,
and so
that was special. We even talked about a couple of weeks to him how special
Now, I'm not going to forget
was.
it because, again, when kids do stuff like that and they didn't do it, but to be recognized, they just done it because he cared, that stands out even more, brother.
Absolutely, man. And so let's go back out of state, So let's see if we can figure out how many states that we've covered in the last 3 years of doing Hometown Sports Corner. So obviously we know Kentucky, Tennessee, all the surrounding ones.
This is people that's tuned in, you think?
Yeah, Alaska.
Mm-hmm. New York, several.
Coach Gibson, what was Utah?
Nevada, I
Nevada,
think.
maybe.
Nevada
Utah,
out there,
Nevada, out that way.
Lincoln's family from New York watches us religiously.
North and South Carolina, Florida, Georgia.
Yeah. I think it's 23.
I think you're right.
I believe we said we've been seeing.
It's crazy.
And this is not people that just randomly picked us up. This is people that watched the game and sent shout-outs to us and said, hey, we've got you tuned in from this state. Thanks. And then, James, this month, December, I got more messages of people thanking me for broadcasting games that they couldn't be at than I have since I've been doing this. Mom and Dad that had to work, Mama that was out of town, people that were sick and couldn't make it. And
Lord have mercy, Rick Moberly. Good old Rocky Top.
In his short shorts.
Rocky Top, Tennessee.
I can't believe
Rick, you have no idea. Jamie will tell you, you have no idea how close I am to not wearing orange. I may get down on Kentucky, but there is no way. Now, Ronnie Hall, I hope Ronnie Hall's watching because I love Ronnie to death.
You know, Ronnie told me this week I had a Tennessee haircut, and I just about went back and got another haircut.
I'd shaved it off.
But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, you're fine. But, man, I still think Pope's the man for the job. I didn't say that, as you know, 3, 4, 5 months ago.
No,
I was not on the Pope boat.
Nope.
I think Pope says the right things. I think we've got the right players for today's time period. I'm still holding out. When we go into the SEC, man, it's a different caliber level of play night in and night out.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that totally. The problem is, James, his teams are always, Cal's teams, the problem is going to always be that they were young and inexperienced. Mm-hmm. Pope's teams are always going to be teams that rely on shooting the ball well.
Yeah.
And so when they don't shoot the ball well, they're going to struggle. Bad news for Pope versus Coach Cal, SEC ain't never been better.
No, I think I counted it up the other day between now and the end of the year. Just at this point right now, we've got 9 ranked opponents. And that's not of saying some get in, some get out after we play and others get in. But that's why it's SEC. I mean, it's the king of kings when you talk about sports, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, volleyball. I mean, it's insane, just the level of competitions inside the SEC.
James, as we get ready, we're going to wrap this show up and not give all this stuff away. So sometimes as you're talking, I got to think about what the plan B is going to be. The plan B will be to do this again. What we might do, though, to make it more interesting, we might do this in the middle of a game that we're covering. Give away the rest of these prizes.
I like it. Yeah.
You know, my pastor used to say Christmas presents are just like anything else. When I get you a gift, you only benefit from it until once you come and get it open. And so, you're thinking about something else totally different.
I'm laughing at Corey Levigood. He said him and Hunter have looked everywhere for this one by the horse, and they can't find it.
Guess what? Somebody else found it in Hunter.
Somebody else has found it, and they've not been here yet.
I made it so easy that.
Well, whoever does have it, they've only got 10 minutes to get here.
And there's $100 bill.
Yeah, it's $100 bill waiting on that to get here, man.
Pizza.
Oh, he says, never mind. We found it en route.
Be careful, boys. Don't drive fast.
Yeah, don't drive fast. We'll be right here waiting on you.
They have found it. How did it not find it the first time?
I don't know. Jamie, so I'm going to put you on the spot since we got 10 minutes. Let's talk about 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Me, you, David, Adams, Manus Blair, Nathan Little sat over at Memorial Gym.
Brandon
Miller from Breathitt County sat in at the Memorial Gym lobby and did the preseason 14th region show where we kind of ranked and did our preseason guesses over who was going to win the 14th region and top 3 teams. Has that changed any from that show?
Where I think they will be or where I think they are now. And the reason I say that, and I'm overcomplicating the question, I know. But those 3. But some of them ain't playing like it right now.
Yeah.
Is that?
You still play it in that row, though.
I think by the end of the year, it's still the same top 3. But
who was the top 3? I know the 2, Hazard and Breathitt. Who's number 3?
Well, then we all kind of went different ways on it, didn't we?
We did? No, we did.
That's where we kind of split. Differences of opinions, as they like to say there. It's hard. I think it's still Purry.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I was going to say we're going to play this politically correct ball game.
No, I mean I do. But yeah, here's my thing. Then I'm going to get a message tonight from how'd you pick Purry to be 3rd with their record?
Yeah.
Shannon Hoskins done that last year.
Man, he did.
There was one time last year when those guys had a tough 2-week stretch. Remember that?
I am.
But they were the regional champions.
We went through that whole night, and I agree. I still think the top 3 teams are Hazard, Breathitt. I think Purry, because they beat Knott in the Mountain Class. You got to put them 3.
And then, you was doggone impressed with Powell County.
That's where I was going.
I know where you're going.
Man, you've got. Listen, I watched them play, and they're physical. They get after it. They shot the ball extremely well that night in Morton Combs against Knott Central. I think that if you're not careful, Powell County may be a sleeper. I've not seen Lee County play yet with Corey Fletcham and what they've got going on down in Lee County, but the Powell County team kind of woke my eyes up a little bit that they may be a sleeper in the 14th region this year.
And everybody's going to say, he's just saying it because he's in Hyman.
No.
I'm not just saying it because I'm in Hyman. Knott has a point guard, and they are quickly figuring out that to succeed have to play 9 or 10 players, and that Mr. Chance Hamburger has to be the man to lead them.
I agree with that.
When I say they, I'm not talking coaching. I'm talking the team as whole.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep getting better, man.
I agree with that. I think, that Drake runs the program.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody would doubt that.
But everybody knew that.
Everybody knows that. But I think
everybody was going to focus on that.
I think that Chance has got to be that guy if we need a bucket to go get it. At least get to the free throw line.
Right.
To stop the clock. But Talon Osborne, I've been more impressed with him the last 2 or 3 weeks at the way he takes it to the goal. He's just got to learn to stay out of foul trouble a little bit. Sometimes I think he gets a couple of, I won't say touch fouls, but Knott Central plays such aggressive defense. They put themselves in some foul situations.
James
sometimes.
Braxton Reed can be a top 10 player.
Yeah, he can.
If he can log 32 minutes, if he could, it's crazy the numbers he would have if he got to play 32 minutes.
Now let's flip it over to the girls because we can be that way for the boys. We've talked about it. Would you change any of your selections for the girls?
No, I'm more convinced now than ever that it's Knott Central's region to lose.
Who goes in number 2?
And I know everybody's saying, well, look at their record. I still think Hazard's the second best team. And then I think Prairie Central, again, there with that. But Brendan was right that if things stay healthy, Breathitt County going to make some noise down there.
So.
And how about the Lady Wolves? Jasmine Banks, one of our hometown sports corner teams, 6-1 down there. They're making themselves a name down there.
I think that could be a fun region, man, because we watch, and I brag on him all the time. I brag on Olivia Farmer over at Leslie County. I think she's, and I've said this before, one of the better in-game coaches making changes. But there's something about watching Coach Mahanes down at Estill County.
Okay.
I think Estill may slip up like they did last year and be another sleeper.
If right now we were talking sleepers, are you satisfied with the sleepers we picked?
Man, I am. I picked Knott to be the sleeper to come out and win the 14th region early on. I think that they can get some things together. They're right there in the hunt. I think they'll surprise some teams. And the girls, I still think that, I agree with you 100%. I think that it's Knott's to lose.
But it's at Hazard.
And man, with Maddie Fronapple and Everidge and all of them, I ain't counting them out. And Coach Howard is starting to get that
Of the round table, I was the one guy that almost picked them.
Yeah, you was. You even said it. And then said, I'll change my mind. I'll take them second and not
And now
first.
that they've had a couple of injuries, James, I'm glad I look a little smarter by staying with.
And we've still got a couple months to go. I mean, there's a lot of teams got to stay out of that injury bug. I mean, you never know when that's going to happen.
All right. So we have now, looks like, have we found 2 clues? Yep.
Blues.
Come on over here, Corey Living Good. And
This one was ripping everybody.
all right.
That was the one by the horse.
Okay, so Corey, well, now hold on here. You picking? Well, go ahead, pick a price, but don't open it yet. Don't open it yet. Would you take that price, or would you take a gift certificate from Hot Rods Pizza, 2 large pizzas, and a medium cheese stick? He's going to take the prize. All right, go ahead and open it up. Let's see what he's got.
I don't blame him. I took it too.
Courtesy of Hometown Sports Court.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Listen, people think me and Jamie give away cheap prizes. Look at the face on that young man.
That's definitely getting screenshot.
All right, again, guys.
Yeah.
And you found yours where?
Bates and Sloan.
At Bates and Sloan's. Pick a price. That one is calling his name.
Easy as Sunday morning.
Oh yeah, that's. I'll give you $25 for it.
I would trust it's worth 30, so we're gonna find out.
Box.
He's keeping the box.
He's keeping the box. Okay.
Wait a minute. Oh, too late. You're out.
All right, go ahead.
Vanilla wafers?
Vanilla.
Yeah.
I offered him.
No, I'm kidding.
I offered him $30 for
You
it.
did?
Hey, I'm down for it.
Let's open them up and see if it's.
I bet there's not wafers in it.
There is not wafers. I ate them.
I guarantee there's not wafers in the box.
Guys, we're wrapping us up here again. Thanks to all of you that are tuned
Yeah.
in. These boys don't know, but they come at the right time. They're going to help us.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Little Texas Roadhouse
Yeah,
gift card.
You can't go wrong with Texas
Merry
Roadhouse.
Christmas, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We ain't gonna lie, it took us like 25 minutes to find the one by the horse. Like we were all around.
Y'all were at the horse instead of the thing that was around the horse, wasn't it?
We was like, I looked inside the horse. I was like, no way, James put this inside the horse. So I had the idea to look around the little dirt thing. And that's when I found it.
So 3 of the 4 was found. And James, we will give some more of this stuff away. We have. So what we'll do, fellas, what we've decided to do is give these other prizes away maybe during ball games.
We got one more to give away.
And a $100 bill.
To whoever got the closest on the Snickers. Right?
Yes, sir. And you take the list.
I've got the list.
And so we can eat some candy.
Goodness gracious.
It might be one of these guys. Hang on.
Wait a minute, boys.
Wait just a second.
The night might be young.
This night might have got better for you two fellas.
Okay.
$100.
$100.
48.
48. Joseph Cano gets 50 right out of the gate. That's the closest.
So he will win the $100.
He
Joseph,
will win the $100.
I will get that to you, pal. Thanks, fellas, again for coming by. We appreciate y'all and get ready to work now, okay? We'll holler at you.
Okay.
James,
Man.
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought we'd have more people stop by.
Well, I did too.
But you know what we done? We started too early, and we picked a bad night because of people are still Christmas shopping or already celebrating Christmas.
And ball games, but you can't get it all. It's still fun to get out here and do what we did do.
I don't save my receipts, fellas, so I can't take this stuff back. So we're going to give this stuff away during ball games or during a show. Maybe we'll do another live show a little later in the night and give it away, and people can come by and pick it up later. We'll find a way to give these
We might
gifts.
do another one later this week. Who knows?
Who knows?
New Year's is coming around.
It's another reason to follow us.
Yeah.
Like, share us.
We can work it out. We may have some people join us next time.
Yeah.
Talk about their favorite sports memories.
Sure, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, again, thanks to Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court, they give us a 1-year single-person certificate for the Knott County Sportsplex. Thanks to Hot Rods Pizza, we will still give this gift certificate away. Thanks to our sponsors that help make the other gifts that are in the bags over here. Look, man, look at the gifts we still got to give away. And I will see that you fans get an opportunity to win those. James, man, I appreciate getting to do this with you, pal.
Man, it's fun. I like going down memory lane and getting to talk about these athletes, and I've said it all night long, but it's just been amazing over the last 3-4 years of the relationships that we've got across the mountains. Everybody used to tune into the Big Dipper show, and he would brag on people, and it's fun because thinking back to when I used to listen to the Big Dipper and them and the Ira.
Mm-hmm.
They was getting to talk about these relationships with these people.
Yes, sir.
And now we're getting to be on that side, so it's always fun. We're blessed.
Well, you said it best too. One more time, shout out to Brian Milam, another guy. Brian feels like one of our friends and one of our peers, but he actually paved the road for a bunch of us to get to do stuff like we're doing now. He means so much to the mountains, and he rightfully should have been put into the Hall of Fame. And this gentleman coming in to get his food don't realize it, but it's on us.
He just won it.
I hope he didn't order much.
I hope he ordered a lot.
James, you sign us off, all right?
Man, I'll do it for everybody. Uh-oh.
He's already come out.
He done it. Heard he won his $100. He didn't leave the parking lot, Jamie.
Oh, he did too. I can't believe you didn't find that other one. But again,
for me and Jamie and everybody here at Mountain Sport,
will you take our picture
at a Hometown Sports Corner.
Come over here, Joe.
You better tell her that we're paying that.
Hey.
No, hey, we got it.
Come over here. Come on.
Are you ready?
Yes, gonna get this picture. You guys have a good night and a Merry Christmas to all of you, okay? Here you go.
But for me and Jamie at Hometown Sports Corner, we want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hopefully, me and Jamie will get to see you around in a gym somewhere or a field, or somewhere within the 14th and 15th region. If we do, come up and say hello to us. You never know, we'll get to join us on the show. We'll get to talk about these kids. But as always, you catch me and Jamie